Title: The Silent Sky. The hum of the plane's engines filled the cabin as passengers settled into their seats. It was a night flight, and the world outside the windows was cloaked in darkness, with only the faint glimmer of stars above. Inside, the overhead lights cast a soft glow over the travelers, each lost in their own thoughts. Among them was a young woman named Lami, traveling alone for the first time. Her heart raced with excitement and a bit of fear. But she kept her gaze fixed out the window, mesmerized by the sight of the plane slicing through the endless sky. Beside her sat an elderly man, his white beard neatly trimmed, who seemed completely at ease. As the plane climbed higher, the captain's voice came over the intercom, his tone calm and steady. He informed the passengers of their cruising altitude and assured them of a smooth journey. Lami smiled, her nerves easing. About an hour into the flight, something unusual happened. The cabin lights flickered briefly, and the engines emitted a subtle, uneven sound. A ripple of unease spread among the passengers, but the crew remained calm, reassuring everyone that everything was under control. Lami noticed the elderly man beside her staring intently out the window. His expression was serious, as if he could see something others could not. Unable to contain her curiosity, she asked softly, "Is something wrong?" He turned to her with a faint smile. "No, child. It's just, the sky is unusually quiet tonight." Before she could ask what he meant, the plane jolted slightly, and a voice from the cockpit instructed everyone to fasten their seatbelts. The crew moved quickly, their professionalism unshaken, but the atmosphere grew tense. Outside, dark clouds seemed to have appeared out of nowhere, swirling ominously around the aircraft. The turbulence worsened, and the lights flickered again. Lami gripped her armrest, her heart pounding. The elderly man closed his eyes and murmured a quiet prayer, his calm presence a stark contrast to the growing unease in the cabin. Then, as suddenly as the turbulence began, it stopped. The plane leveled out, and the clouds outside vanished, revealing a breathtaking sight. The stars were closer than ever, shimmering like diamonds against a velvety black canvas. A collective gasp filled the cabin as passengers pressed their faces to the windows. Lami's fear melted into awe. "It's beautiful," she whispered. The elderly man nodded. "Sometimes, the sky tests us. But it also reminds us of its wonders." The rest of the flight was smooth and uneventful, and the passengers arrived safely at their destination. As they disembarked, Lami turned to thank the elderly man, but he was gone, his seat empty. She glanced around the terminal, but there was no sign of him. She left the airport with a newfound sense of wonder, the memory of the silent sky and the mysterious man etched in her mind.